Okay, here we go. Round 1, game 2 between OMGPOP and FaHu. You see OMGPOP going for Austria and FaHu going for Soviet Union. So we're seeing all 4 factions in this round 1 match on Crossing in the Woods. See the OMGPOP still has mechanized assault, so maybe thinking Stuggy. I remember seeing him in Star-Crossed Kings using a very aggressive Stuggy plus half-track play, being very effective with that, but Stuggy does arrive 1 command point later now. No, it's actually gone straight for mobile defense, so forget that. A lot of players are selecting mobile defense these days, mainly for the Puma to counter the M5 quad, which arrives very early for the Soviets and is extremely potent, maybe a bit overpowered, but you didn't hear me say that.
You need fire support?
So we see the MG42 just doing a bit of capping in the back, along with Pioneers making a play for the left-hand fuel. FaHu has gone for tier 1 and is building a scout car, so this is slightly unusual against Austria.
We took it.
Also going for penal troops, so he's a bit behind in terms of map control already. We spent that time to put down his tech structure and not building any conscripts, certainly costing him a bit of early map control. MG42 set up in a rather defensive position there, but also doing some capping. That's some nice efficient play there from Pop once more. Penals in the M3, chasing away those Pioneers there. Gonna do some capping with them now. Try and make up for lost time. Probably should also wire this bit of a cut off here as well. I mean cover, heavy cover off. He's not going to do that. He's going to try and cap the victory point instead. Little does he know that there's MG42 sitting right up that hill and is about to ambush those combat engineers. In fact, there are 2 MG42s here. Set up in varying arcs of fire. Not really covering each other, but creating a nasty kill zone there in the center. If anything chose to stick around, and should help him prevent too much damage from the scout car trying to flank those MGs. If he can set one up facing the opposite direction of the other, maybe quite effective in countering the scout car. FaHu has now crewed the scout car with his combat engineers. Needs to get the flamethrower going on them though. Still hasn't started that upgrade yet.
Penal troops have secured the sector. The resistance must have been light. Sniper now available for
So
duty.
we see a pretty much even split at the moment,
That was now belongs to
and a sniper in fact coming out from FaHu, so that's a bit unusual. Will quite effectively counter OMGPOP's heavy team weapon play though. Pop's now putting down his tier 2 structure and probably going to be thinking 2-2-2 to try and counter that scout car. We haven't seen much at all from this scout car. Hasn't done anything with it. He's actually put his flamethrower upgrade. No, he's putting down a demo charge with his munitions. So he didn't get a flamer. Didn't get the flamer clown car going. Instead, putting his early munitions into an early demo charge. Unusual choice, but this cover will probably be used by OMGPOP at some point, so it could pay dividends. Cut-off play here coming in from FaHu is successful in decapping. It may not be successful in capping. He's taking a lot of fire here from these LMG upgraded grenadiers. And the MG42s are also repositioning to try and deal with this threat from FaHu. Sniper still in a rather defensive spot, hasn't found anything to snipe yet. 0 kills. About to open up on this EMG though. No, he's going to walk into his arc of fire maybe. Don't think he's... No, he's not going to snipe the gunner either. The gunner is in the back and the rest of the crew are in the front, so the gunner was safe there for a few seconds at least. And quickly, that sniper is going to retreat there.
The enemy is taking what we have secured.
So I was wrong, we didn't see a 222, we saw a half track from OMGPOP, so that was always a hallmark of his play, some aggressive half track usage. Very delightful to see as well. As for FaHu, not too far away from being able to put down his own tech structure. Just 5 fuel to go for being able to put down tier 3. Conscript's trying to execute a flank on the MG, but LMG Grenadiers quickly shut that down. Here comes half track to complete reinforcements. 2 MG42s blasting away at these troops in heavy cover, and not even heavy cover is enough to defend against 2 MG42s blasting at you. Conscripts do get suppressed, but they're not taking too much damage as of yet. FaHu's trying to make use of this time to get a few sniper shots in. It's been quite successful in fact with that strategy. But we see OMGPOP's basically his entire army right here in the center of this road, making it very hard for FaHu. Is OMGPOP going to pin him in his base again in a few minutes time? That's... Whoa, mine goes off there, wipes, what was that, 4 Grenadiers in the various squads. And in fact that's a dish kit from FaHu. Means he's gone for Lend-Lease, but in negative cover there is quickly getting sniped by all these LMG Grenadiers, and also the half track joining in on the fun. Things are looking pretty grim for FaHu. Probably should not have spent that manpower on the Dishka. Should have tried to put down his tech structure, and now he's in a seriously bad position once more. OMGPOP setting up shop outside his base. And all he's really got to do here is use a sniper. He doesn't really have any other... Oh no, is he going to run into this MG42's arc of fire as well? Gonna have to retreat now. Here comes FaHu's push out of his base. Is successful in suppressing that MG42 with his Dishka quite quickly in fact. Suppressing quite a few squads here. There's another MG42 set up back there, and OMGPOP is doing some nice forward reinforcements from his half track. Oh, I think a squad just went down there, yep. A squad of conscripts goes down. FaHu is really having trouble getting out of his base. Oh, nasty rifle grenade there. Almost clears the Dishka in one fell swoop. Does manage to squeak away on extremely low health. Also, no medics, so those snipers are going to continue being on rather low health. And I think FaHu's just going to get locked into his base here. Definitely deviating from the current metagame where you go for a very early tier 3, rush out a quad and just cause all sorts of issues with it.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands.
Not seeing anything like that from FaHu. Perhaps a slightly more last game kind of strategy from FaHu using Lend-Lease. And it does not seem to be working out too well for him, to be honest. Oh, sniper's about to go down. Oh, managed to retreat in the nick of time. Finally upgrades a flamethrower on this common engineer in the scout car. Better late than never, and it is actually doing some capping with this penal squad on the flank here. So despite OMGPOP setting up shop right outside his base, he is going to get a few resource sectors under his control, and is in fact pretty much dead even in terms of victory points, despite being locked in his base for the last 4 minutes or so. Sniper is actually doing pretty well so far after 15 kills, but here comes the Puma, and down goes the scout car. No! Misses that shell. In come conscripts with Ura, and he does have the AT grenade teched, so could have thrown an AT grenade there if the opportunity arose. Oh, but Pop, knowing that all those conscripts were retreating there, found a window of opportunity to knock out that scout car. FaHu probably should have retreated that a bit further into his base, and he paid the price. Actually, FaHu's going to side tick to tier 2 and maybe bring out a Zis, and then maybe he's going to try and wait for the M4C Sherman. In fact, no, maybe he's going to bring out the half-track assault group. Should probably have done this. He tried to save up his manpower for this, because he could still get the quad from this avenue. You don't actually have to tick to tier 3 anymore to get the quad upgrade. So, I mean, it's unlocked, FaHu. Try and do it. You need to do something. You need to get amongst the abuse. Well, this is a very aggressive front line from OMGPOP, and FaHu continuously sending troops out into it, but not having much success. Here comes a Zis from FaHu, so that is indeed what he's going to do. And I suppose that is fair enough. Maybe slightly too late for the quad to have a good impact, especially with the Puma already on the field. Looks like he may be trying to save his fuel for the M4C Sherman. Lend-Lease Sherman is quite strong. Also, by side ticking to tier 3, you gain a few more, bit more experience, speed up your command point clock, make the the trip to the M4C Sherman that much shorter. So, penal troops have finished all the capping on this right hand side of the map. Now moving to the centre, but not having much success. This is just a swarm of MG42s. Oh, look how quickly they're going down. Is FaHu going to lose this squad? Maybe. No, not quite. Half-track also gets away from the Zis, which now opens up on the Puma instead. And that's over. Okay, unexpected, but I imagine that was FaHu surrendering there. So 2 incredibly quick games for OMGPOP. I suppose that's pretty good for his fatigue level as the tournament wears on. That was quite a short tournament, so probably doesn't have to worry about that too much. GG, FaHu takes the series 2-0.